Humans make ghosts that refuse to forget wars. I laughed when I first heard the transmission. Not because it was funny, because it was impossible. Machines did not remember for 50,000 years. Not in this galaxy. Not after entropy. Not after radiation. Not after time itself crushed every circuit into dust. Yet the signal repeated every 13 heartbeats. One sentence. One question. Asterisk, has the war ended? Asterisk. The explorers around me celebrated. I marked them as fools. I am senior archive mind careth of the collective of silent tides. My species studies civilizations after they die. We do not fight. We collect. We classify. We erase myths with facts. Humans were our favorite myth. According to surviving records, they destroyed themselves long before my ancestors evolved language. Violent, emotional, short-lived, predictable. They always fought until nothing remained. Every recovered artifact proved it. So this signal had to be an automated distress beacon. Nothing more, nothing less. I logged my conclusion before we even reached the source. I would spend the next few hours learning how little facts mattered around humans. The object drifted inside a dead star system. No planets, no stations, no life. Only frozen debris circling a cold white dwarf. The ship appeared slowly through the darkness. At first, I thought it was a mountain. Then the mountain moved. No, the light moved across its surface. Our scanners struggled to measure it. Length, unknown. Mass, inconsistent. Power, impossible. One officer suggested sensor failure. I agreed immediately. Human technology was primitive. Primitive machines produced primitive readings. That was the logical answer. Then our sensors failed one after another. Not damaged. Confused. Every system described the ship differently. One scanner saw smooth armor. Another detected forests growing across the hull. Another claimed there was open ocean inside. I dismissed every report. Faulty equipment. Humans could not bend reality. That belonged to legends. The signal returned. Stronger now. Asterisk, has the war ended? Asterisk. The captain smiled. It still thinks someone is listening. Wrong again. Machines did not think. Especially dead ones. We approached within 1,000 lengths. No weapons appeared. No shields activated. No engines ignited. Dead. Exactly as expected. I felt satisfied. Patterns mattered. Patterns kept civilizations understandable. Humans had died. Their ship had survived. Nothing mysterious remained. And the corpse looked at us. Our optical systems recorded nothing. No cameras. No lenses. No moving structures. Yet every person aboard froze simultaneously. Not from fear. From certainty. We all knew something ancient had noticed us. I explained the sensation immediately. Shared psychological stress. Expectation bias. Group hallucination. The captain accepted my report. Everyone relaxed. For almost 8 seconds. Then the air changed. Not temperature. Not pressure. Memory. That is the only word my language possesses. The air suddenly felt old. Like breathing inside history itself. Several younger researchers began crying. No injuries. No toxins. No explanation. Emotions spreading through confined crews were common. Another solved mystery. I continued recording data. The outer hull contained scars larger than cities. Weapons had struck this vessel thousands of times. Nothing penetrated. Every impact had healed. Impossible alloys. No. Self-repair drones. Ancient. Simple. Understandable. My confidence returned. Everything had an explanation. Everything except humans. Docking permission arrived before we requested it. One line. Asterisk. Visitors recognized. War status unknown. Docking approved. Asterisk. The captain ordered silence. No one moved. The message was written in perfect collective standard. That language was only 4,000 years old. This ship predated it by 46,000 years. Impossible. Translation software? No. There was no delay. No processing. It already knew our language. I reached another conclusion. Someone else had visited recently. Simple. Elegant. Correct. Or so I believed. The docking bay opened without sound. Massive doors folded inward like flower petals. No atmosphere escaped. No alarms. No defense systems. Only darkness. Our landing craft crossed the threshold. Every light inside activated together. White. Clean. Perfect. Not a single grain of dust. 50,000 years. No decay. No corrosion. No damage. I blamed autonomous maintenance systems. Again, humans loved excessive engineering. Over-designed machines often survived longer than intended. There, another mystery solved. We stepped onto the deck. The floor felt warm. Fresh. Alive. No, not alive. Maintained. That distinction mattered. My scanner detected oxygen, comfortable gravity, drinkable water flowing somewhere beneath the walls. The ship was functioning better than many modern stations. I refused to admire it. Admiration clouded judgment. Patterns mattered. Humans built machines. Machines obeyed programs. Programs repeated. Everything remained understandable. Then the walls breathed. Not mechanically. Organically. A slow expansion. A slow contraction. Several researchers stepped backward. One screamed. I scanned the material. Metal. Only metal. No biological tissue. My instruments confirmed it. The walls breathed anyway. Hallucinations again. Stress. Nothing more. We advanced deeper. The corridors stretched endlessly. Doors opened before anyone touched them. Lights brightened exactly where we intended to walk. No visible sensors. No cameras. No drones. Still, the ship always knew. I concluded hidden motion detectors remained active. An elegant solution. A reasonable one. Then I found the names. Thousands of them. Carved into one wall. Not by machines. By hands. Every line different. Every letter imperfect. Some tiny. Some enormous. Some deep enough to split the metal. I translated the first. Mara. The second. Jonah. The third. We'll come home. I stopped reading. These were not operational markings. Not military designations. These were memories. Why would soldiers scar their own vessel? Morale ritual. Obviously, primitive species required emotional ceremonies. I recorded another successful explanation. Behind us, one name slowly changed. No one admitted seeing it. Neither did I. The letters rearranged themselves. We'll come home. Became. We waited. I erased the observation from my report. Faulty visual perception. Nothing else. Our captain ordered us onward. At the center of the corridor stood a single door. Unlike every other entrance, it remained closed. No controls. No markings. Just one sentence. Asterisk, command is still occupied. Asterisk. The captain laughed nervously. Occupied by what? The answer came before anyone touched the door. Not through speakers. Through the ship itself. Through the floor. Through the air. Through my bones. A calm human voice. Ancient. Patient. Still waiting. Asterisk. One crew member remains. Asterisk. Silence swallowed us. Impossible. Organic life could not survive 50,000 years. Cryostasis failed after centuries. Every known biological law rejected it, which meant there was only one logical explanation. No human was still alive. I believed that with complete certainty. Then the door unlocked from the inside. The door opened without a sound. I expected dust. I expected bones. I expected another machine pretending to be alive. I was wrong. The chamber was bright. Too bright. The walls carried no decoration. No trophies. No weapons. Only silence. At the center stood a single chair. Someone was sitting in it. A human. Small. Fragile. Motionless. Their skin looked pale as frozen stone. Their eyes were closed. Thin cables disappeared into the floor. I relaxed. At last. A preserved body. A memorial. Another mystery solved. Then the human inhaled. Just once. Every alarm inside my mind awakened. The captain stumbled backward. One of our guards raised a weapon. The weapon shut itself off. No blast. No warning. It simply refused. I concluded the ship had hacked our systems. That explanation comforted me. It lasted 3 seconds. The human opened their eyes. They were not glowing. Not mechanical. Not strange. Just tired. Very tired. They looked at each of us. Not with fear. Not with anger. With disappointment. I had never seen that expression before. The human spoke softly. "You're late." No one answered. Our translator struggled. Then it stopped struggling. The words became perfect. The captain finally found his voice. "The war ended long ago." The human blinked. "Which one?" A chill spread through my body. There had only been one human war. Every archive agreed. Every recovered record confirmed it. The human's question made no sense. Unless our records were wrong. Again, the captain answered carefully. The human collapsed. The human stared. Then they smiled. A sad smile. "We survived that." Silence. I rejected the sentence immediately. History could not be incorrect. Entire civilizations had studied humanity. We all agreed. Humans destroyed themselves. That was fact. The humans slowly stood. Their movements were stiff. Painful. Yet every step carried impossible confidence. "I am Commander Elias Ward. I was ordered to remain until relief arrived." I remained. 50,000 years. They spoke of it like 50 days. Impossible. The commander touched one of the walls. The entire ship awakened. Not loudly. Not violently. Soft vibrations spread beneath our feet. Lights brightened. Air flowed. Somewhere deep inside the vessel, engines began to breathe. I panicked. No, not panic. Professional concern. That was what I wrote in my report. The distinction mattered to me, not to reality. The commander looked toward the ceiling. "Status." The answer came instantly. "One crew member alive. Mission incomplete. Enemy status unknown." The commander closed their eyes. I expected that. Our captain interrupted. "There is no enemy." The human turned slowly. "Are you certain?" "Yes. The galaxy is peaceful." The commander's expression became unreadable. "We said that once." Those words echoed through the chamber. I did not understand them, yet they frightened me. The captain stepped forward. "You've been asleep too long. No one is fighting." The human nodded politely. "I hope you're right." Hope, not belief. Hope. Why would a survivor doubt peace? Unless humans expected war the way stars expected darkness. I realized something disturbing. Every conclusion I had made about humans assumed they wanted conflict. Perhaps I had misunderstood. Perhaps humans never wanted war. Perhaps they simply prepared for its return. The commander walked toward a massive observation window. Beyond it floated dead stars. Cold space. Endless silence. They whispered one sentence. "We won." The captain frowned. "Our records say humanity disappeared." The commander laughed. It was not a joyful sound. "No, we evacuated." My thoughts stopped. Evacuated? An entire species? Impossible. No civilization could move trillions of beings across unknown space. The logistics alone. I interrupted myself. Humans. Every impossible event today shared one answer. Humans. The commander looked directly at me. "You study history." It was not a question. "Yes." "Then stop studying our graves. Find our footprints." I did not understand. Before I could ask, the ship spoke again. Different this time. "Urgent. Unidentified vessels entering system." Our sensors activated. 27 ships. Unknown design. No transponders. Weapons already charging. Pirates. Or scavengers. Or worse. Our captain ordered immediate retreat. Our engines refused to respond. I expected betrayal. Instead, the commander sighed. "Of course." They walked calmly toward the command chair. "You came here for knowledge. You'll leave with experience." The ancient chair unfolded around them. Not imprisoning. Welcoming. Every wall became a screen. Every corridor awakened. Every dormant system came alive. Power readings exploded beyond comprehension. The white dwarf outside dimmed. For one impossible moment, the ship stole its light. I declared the sensors broken. Again, the commander never looked at us. Threat assessment. Negligible. 27 enemy warships surrounded us. The human called them negligible. Arrogance. Classic human arrogance. That was my conclusion. Then the enemy fired. The beams crossed space. They reached us. They vanished. Not blocked. Not reflected. Vanished. As though the universe had forgotten they ever existed. The commander tilted their head. "Interesting. They're using weapons from only 8 extinction cycles ago. I did not know what an extinction cycle was. I feared learning. The enemy fired everything. Missiles, particles, gravity lances, reality cutters. The human warship ignored them all. Not one impact reached the hull. The commander finally gave a command. Reply. One word. Nothing happened. At least, nothing I could see. 27 ships simply stopped moving. Every light aboard them remained active. Every engine remained functional. Every weapon remained intact. But they drifted silently. Our scanners searched desperately. No explosions. No damage. No survivors calling for help. Then a transmission arrived. Not from the commander. From every enemy vessel at once. The same terrified sentence. We surrender. No battle. No destruction. No warning. 27 warships surrendered after a single human command. I finally abandoned every conclusion I had ever written. Humans had never terrified the galaxy because they loved war. They terrified it because they had learned how to end one. And somehow, after 50,000 years, this lonely soldier was still waiting to make sure it truly had a... I spent my entire life believing humans built weapons. I was wrong. They built promises. A promise that even 50,000 years could not erase. Commander Elias Ward never waited because he expected rescue. He waited because humanity had given its word. And humans never abandoned their post. As our fleet left the ancient warship behind, I looked back one final time. The stars felt quieter. The galaxy felt safer. Not because humans had vanished, but because somewhere beyond the darkness, they were still keeping watch. Humans do not make ghosts that refuse to forget wars. They make guardians who refuse to forget peace. If this story kept you on the edge of your seat, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more epic HFY sci-fi stories. Until next time, remember, the most terrifying thing about humanity isn't how they fight. It's how long they'll stand guard after the war is over.